Let's take a tour of the 2021 Ford Bronco Badlands two-door. Now, 2021 Ford Bronco deliveries aren't scheduled to begin to next summer, but we've seen plenty of prototypes running around and testing at various locations around the United States recently. And it was on one of those trips, in this case in Colorado, where the champion off-road driver Brad Lovell, who has also helped with the Bronco development over the last 3 years, was able to treat us to a walk-around of the 2021 Ford Bronco Badlands two-door. Let's take a look at him right quick. And what a happy guy. Now, the first thing Lovell discusses is the Bronco independent front suspension. He's quick to point out the fact that he traditionally been a solid axle kind of guy, but notes that the current fastest vehicles in King of the Hammer competition are using independent front suspension setups. He also talks about the robust nature of the suspension in general. With a general long A-arm and a good travel coupled with better ride quality on the regular roads, you can't beat it. Interestingly, Lovell also compares the Ford Bronco to the Ford F-150 Raptor. He notes that the Raptor is more capable at speeds above 45 miles per hour, but the Bronco dominates everything below 5 miles per hour, which makes it the superior rock crawler. And that sounds straight up awesome. What a nice Bronco, folks. Just awesome. Lovell discusses the development of the sway bar disconnect feature, present on the 2021 Ford Bronco Badlands two-door as well. This is a feature that comes a long way in recent years, and Ford has made the process incredibly simple, compared to older units, which were difficult to engage and disengage. And that's just awesome, folks. And what a nice speedometer. Everything is just clear and everything's just, you got the check engine light, you have the airbag light, you have the brake light, you have the PSI, you have the temperature, you have the voltage light, you have the miles, the RPM gauge, the miles per hour. You have the Bronco in the left corner just bucking away. And you also have the fuel gauge that you see right before the mile per hour gauge. This is just straight up nice. And I'm looking in the corner. J50. That's all I can basically see. Now, we also get a good look at the Bronco digital gauge cluster, how it changes. As the wheel cycles through the GOAT mode, the screen displays useful information like pitch, roll, and steering angle. That is nice. As well as the wheel center. This allows the driver to fine-tune their maneuvers without having to exit the vehicle to see what's going on. Let's see. Now, as you look at this, I'm just wondering what's in the left corner here. But you're supposed to see the steering angles and stuff like that, but I do not see that in this particular picture. Lovell notes that Ford spent a great deal of time with off-road racers to get input on all of these features present in the new Bronco. It's quite clear that the automaker was intent to make the 2021 Bronco a serious off-road too. And we can't think of a better person to give it a stamp of approval. So this guy was a great choice. Seemed like a real nice local guy. I like that jacket. The Bronco jacket is just really nice. I'm sure those are going to be selling like hotcakes. But what an awesome guy. What an awesome opportunity to be driving the Ford Bronco. Let's look at the, he's saying that it reminds him of the Ford F-150 Raptor. Now the Ford F-150, as we all know, the Ford F-150, also known as the F-Series, is a serious half-a-ton truck and unofficially referred to as a pickup, produced by the Ford Motor Company and marketed under the namesake of the Ford brand. The Ford F-150 is the most popular series, which has been at the top of the segment in terms of sales for several decades, and currently the most sold vehicle in the United States. That's just straight up awesome. Straight up awesome, folks. To be known as, to be driving like the Ford F-150, it's just a hats off the Ford F-150 Raptor. And hats off to Ford because they're using the same technology. But he's saying the Raptor is more capable at speeds above 45 miles per hour. So there's a change. But at speeds under 5 miles per hour, the Bronco is the beast. And that there has to be a trade-off. And there's definitely a trade-off too, to having a SUV, having a rock crawler, and having a pickup, a Ford F-150. And the trade-off seems to be quite splendid. Now, the Ford Bronco, of course, we know, man, what a heritage. You're talking about going all the way back to 1966. And the SUV is just made to do what it do. And a line of sports utility vehicle, just awesome. Originally entered 1966. And through the generations before and discontinuing in 1996. The Bronco returned today, and it is a beast of a return. And what a return. this one that we see right here has so many options. You got the LED lighting, you got the spotlights, you got the easy doors, you got the winch, you got there's just so many features. You have the Yakama top, and everything else is just awesome, folks. Ford Bronco is just doing it, and they're doing a really good job at it. There's nothing like it, nothing like it out there. You got the 4-cylinder kicking out again, 270 horsepower and 310 pound-feet of torque. You can't beat it. And you have these wheels look like the 32s. I'm not sure, but they might be the 35s. But this is definitely nice, folks. You got the mirrors in a cowl. You got the nice interior. You got the LED lighting. You have the Bronco badge. You have just everything about this is just phenomenal. 11.6 inches of clearance. You have the 33.5 water fording ability. You have a convertible. You can take the tops off. You can just relax. It's just great to be back out in nature. And I love the utilitarian look of this Bronco. Just making it through the mountains and just look like it's going at some good speed on a dirt trail. You just can't beat it, folks. The Bronco is just doing it, and it's just doing a really, really good job at it. There's so much to know about the Ford Bronco. There's so many things going on. There's different schools throughout the United States, Ford Bronco off-rodeo locations. Like when you do get your SUV, you have like a year to sign up for it, and you get to use their Broncos. You don't even have to use yours. You can't beat it, folks. And the reservations and everything is just going in. Everything is going good. Ford is compensating people for their agony, their wait, as there's delays. They're also giving out up to $300 in to pay for accessories, and it's called Ford Pass Bucks, to pay for installation. You can use it for installation of accessories. You can use it for maintenance. So you can't beat it. I'm like, wow, Ford is just doing it and doing it big, and it's just awesome to know. Also, there's also by 2024, 2025, there's going to be an SUV coming, and we know since the whole world, including California, and a lot of manufacturers is looking to go all electric by 2035. So it's going to be awesome, folks. Going to be a quiet Bronco just going through the woods and nobody even hearing anything. The only thing you're hearing is the sound of the tire, transgressing the land as it goes over the rocks and as it goes over the dirt. The only thing you'll hear is a little noise, and it'll just be sitting there. Badass Bronco, big, just nice, and what a bulky, nice retro style SUV. It has that, again, that that stoic type of look that the Range Rover has. I mean, the type of look that is retro, is connected to that emotional appeal that the G-Wagon has. And it has that now. It always has. But it's cool that it came back and that they grabbed it. That they took a 3D, basically, scan of the older Bronco, like in 1966, and just scanned it and then just brought it to life right before our eyes. And then today they have Mr. Lovell, and they took a lot of input from race car drivers to bring back this Bronco, and the off-road drivers, just to bring back the Bronco and bring back the features, and ask them what would they want in an off-roader. And they also took the information from Jeep and the different things that people would like to see the Jeep have that they didn't have, and then Jeep wasn't answering the call of the customers, and Ford stepped in and answered their call and made a heck of a vehicle here. And it's great to have the Lovell stamp of approval to prove that. This is Automotive Reviews, guys. Remember, like, share, and subscribe.
If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe for more interesting videos.